GTA 5, we're doing the story missions, the architect plans, AA Gamer for Life. Okay, there's only one goal requirement for this, and that's after we get the plans to leave the construction site in under 45 seconds. And you'll see me do that here in just a minute. Okay, this is the mission you need to do prior to the
Don't fuck it
FBI
up.
raid. And depending on how you want to tackle the raid, so in order for me to do a walkthrough on both sides of the raid, I have to save the game at this point here prior to this mission, or actually prior to cleaning the bureau. So I could switch back to this. And I mentioned in some of the other raids, scores if you want to call it, that there's a couple different ways, and if you wanted to do the prerequisites for those particular missions, you can't just do it through the replay. Like if you were doing the jewelry store and you hit the replay, it'll make you can do the other option, but the prerequisite missions that you have to do, whether it's stash a getaway car or anything to that effect, you can't do. Okay, for instance, the FBI raid has two options. We're going to go in as a fire crew, and then there's things that you have to do in order to do it the fire way, using a fire truck and being firemen. And then the other one is basically go in as gangsters and you parachute in, and I believe that way there's nothing that you have to do for a prerequisite. Maybe a getaway car, I'm not quite sure. We'll get into those, but anyhow, to get the plans, you walk in, the guy's like, hey, you need to wear a hard hat. You follow this guy up here, let him walk around the corner, and then you just punch him, grab the case, and then run your ass out of here. And then it's just a matter of going back to Lester's to get a plan set up for doing the raid.
That's the engineer's plan. Mine you treat like a religious text, remember?
Yeah, that's it.
I love it. Franklin doesn't exactly look like a construction worker now, does he? Alright, as soon as he breaks the corner here, I'm going to run up behind him and punch him. Bam, grab the briefcase. Then it's a matter of just running the hell out of here. Okay, you're kind of stuck in this position until this elevator hits the ground, so if you're thinking you just jump off a little early and make a beeline, that's not going to work. So as soon as it lands, just run for the street. Okay, once you hit the street, that basically ends it as far as making your time for your gold. Okay, I'm gonna cut out the drive back. I swing by the ammo store to get armor. Nothing happens between getting to Lester's place, so you don't really need to see all that. Okay, once we get up here, we're gonna get through the cutscene and we're gonna pick our crew, and I'll chime in then. Alright, you're not making any money. Franklin makes some money on this, but it's not crucial how you pick your crew members here.
We just gonna rob the FIB and be allowed to walk by your boys like that.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Probably not. Alright, Lester, what do you got?
I don't quite know yet. Give me a minute. I'm not a fucking computer. Oh. Oh, maybe I am. Here's what I think. We have two options. The new security software goes into containment mode in case of emergency, earthquakes, mudslides, acts of God. So we could plant some fire bombs. They go bang! The emergency call goes out. We hijack it, show up as firemen, and then we grab the containment drive. Or we could hack the system on site. We'll go in by air. Hope we don't run into too much physical resistance.
Sounds relaxing. Either bombing an office ran by a division of corrupt government psychos or defeating one of the world's most complex security systems using our worthless-ass ninja skills, huh?
Yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
If you favor the firebomb containment drive option, you'll go in with that janitor's ID you picked up. It'll be at night when most of the workers are off. You mop the place and plant the bombs where we need them.
Seriously. I got a mop?
Yeah, you really do. They'll clock you on the cameras if you're play acting. You also need a fire truck to show up in when the bombs go off, and a getaway car stashed in a quiet place near the bureau so you can torch the truck and then get out. The car doesn't have to be anything special. There shouldn't be any heat.
Well, what about the other way? With the, ninja skills?
Now, you choose that route, you won't be using the janitor's gear, but we had to cover all the bases. Your FIB paymasters will have to provide you with a chopper and a pilot. Now, you fly way up above the building, parachute in, and gain access through the roof here. Now, you'll need to be armed to the teeth, mind you, just in case the, shit goes down.
Mopping or parachuting? Wow, you're making this choice really difficult.
Now, Haynes has given us the leftover money from the Polito job to pull this mission, and the crew will be paid out of that. We keep the change. So, what's it gonna be? So you do want to mop. Okay, well, you'll need a couple of gunmen. They'll go in with you as firemen. Everything goes to plan. They won't fire a single bullet, but you will be running into a burning high-rise with them, so consider that.
He's my go-to guy. I ain't changing that now.
Okay, the second crew member is going to wind up not making it to the end, so it doesn't really matter who you pick. I would probably pick the
Well,
cheapest
should be
guy.
okay.
It doesn't
He's
really
got a
matter.
few scores left in him. Okay, that all look good to you? You are robbing the FIB here. And we have a winner. I'll make the arrangements and call you when we're ready.
All right, shit, hit me.
You know, I'm still looking into that Union Depository gig. It's real interesting. But I don't know if we can do it without you-know-who.
Well, as long as he can't do it without us.
Okay.
Alright, so we got our goal for getting out of the construction site quick enough, and that's about as simple as it can be. And now we're gonna have some things we got to do to get set up for this fire crew to do the raid on the FIB. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.